And we are back on
The Rodriguez
Show, and we have our only guest for this episode. We're doing a crossover with the Juice Podcast. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, we'll start with you, Frankie. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who are you?
My name is Frankie, and I'm a co-host on the Juice Podcast.
Nice.
What's up, everybody? It's Jose from the Juice Podcast.
And Juma as well. Juice Podcast, just hosting.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for being here. You guys have been doing it for almost a year and a half now?
Yeah, just about, man.
Yeah. Has been consecutive or?
Yeah, nonstop.
Damn, that's great, man. That's what you need to do.
We just started doing 2 episodes a week now.
2 episodes a week?
Okay.
Holy shit.
I want to say thank you, bro. Just because, as I said earlier, prior to this, just representation in the juice.
Yeah.
We're trying to be the same way, Cause
yeah, for real.
Jose was adamant about next season we should get 2 episodes going because the first season was just 1. And now we're at the stage where hella consecutive, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Well, that's really cool. That's why I invited you guys on, because I see the work consistently. You guys are putting out stuff every single week.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So how did you guys all meet? How did this all start?
So me and Frankie are basically family. We've known each other since we were 5 years old. Juma I've met when I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, and then from that stage, I think I got to give big props to just the whole formulation, because I was only rapping at the time, and Jose wanted to give shine to what I was doing, just about giving showcase to everything in the juice. And he had the idea of the podcast and just creating the host. He thought of Frankie and us just being close friends and everything we did. So that shit was really cool, bro.
Yeah.
So we've been a part of each other's lives for a very long time.
That's good. I mean, you need to have that bond, and me and Mondo, luckily, we created that bond over the years.
Sure. Yeah. That's all it takes, man. Just few times just kicking it, or just doing what you guys kind of like, and you guys find you guys enjoy it and stuff. So after that, you're just it's cool. It's like normal shit,
Yeah, hanging out with your homies.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how did you link up with True 100?
George hit us up at the Doll Hut. We were at the Doll Hut for a show.
Word. Yeah, bro.
And George was like, "Hey, you guys are the Juice Podcast, right?" And I had the shirt on, I had a hat on. I was like, "Yeah, we're from the Juice Podcast." And then he was just telling us, that we were dope. We seen us rising, and asked us to be a part of True 100.
Oh, okay, so you guys have been doing it before even True 100. You were doing it on True 100. That's dope.
Yeah, and then honestly, just to even expand on that, had to do with they seen what we were doing with our podcast, and they already had a couple of podcasts curated with them. I would say it was 4 other ones.
Yeah.
Jamal, YBG, his girl,
Yeah.
They all invited us to even be on a conference call. And that was just for them to even kind of collab and combine podcasts to even do a thing. Yeah. And that was something that was new to us, because normally it's artists who want to do things. Yeah. And their whole idea was we want to bring a curation of all different type of podcasts. Yeah. So for them to even see our stuff, also gotta say knowing Andy, big shout out to Andy. He's a person.
Andy Acosta?
Andy Acosta, he's a big link to us knowing a bunch of different people. In and around the city, from people who did podcasts, out to Trey. Yeah. But True 100 specifically, they kind of collected a group of people that were doing podcasts specifically. And Jose was like, this could be a big opportunity for us. And that was the time where we were doing 1 episode a week with Andy. And then it turned into, we started doing things with them as well. So really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool, because then it gives you it gives the artist another option for another place to go and tell their story.
Yeah,
that's what's dope about it. Yeah, so how does it work? Do you always plan to have a guest, and then sometimes when you don't have a guest, you do a solo episode just you guys?
Yeah, we typically try to plan on our months and get scheduled in, and if they fall through, because rappers, sometimes they
it's happened.
Up, and then we gotta
he's just saying,
we gotta improvise, we gotta have our own show,
Yeah.
Luckily, we haven't had to do that this much lately, but.
It's been a good year.
Yeah, it's been a good year so far. A lot
and
of
it's crazy because I always told him at times, I think I'd rather us do our own episode, just because Lens as well, our guy that comes and does the mixing and videography. But it's we don't mind showcasing as far as that being our main goal, as far as giving a shine to people around us. But at times it's the way we hang out with the artist prior to, or just even after, the way we hang out just even on the car ride over. Yeah. At times, I think that could be the main focus of the podcast. Yeah. Because the way we hang out is so natural.
Because you have a bond in that friendship.
Yeah, the bond is just I'd rather just be on camera, our natural conversation. Yeah. But guests being the way we focus on our show, it's created a bunch of different connections. So I think that's like the best thing.
It's created a couple friendships.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Like some real friendships.
Exactly.
Like Dance. Shout out to Dance Harris.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's a lot of people like even you guys have had on Kid Vista on your show. We've had him on like
shouts to
13
Vista,
times
bro.
now.
Yeah, no,
This is
honestly,
a homie, you know?
Yeah, he's one of the recurring ones on ours as well. So
Yeah, it's a
like,
homie.
like
Been
three
on,
times,
three times,
yeah,
yeah, I was
three
about to say
times
three
compared to
times.
everybody else. It's probably been once.
Or twice.
Yeah,
Most.
like like other people barely twice at the most.
Yeah.
But I think that has to do with not only just like his talent, but like the episode is just fun. Like
Yeah.
at times it's like I'd rather just make a fun episode,
Yeah.
and like I don't know how to just tell that to the guests because always trying to be on the side of asking them questions can make it seem like I'm not being myself. You know, I'd
Yeah.
rather just like we just hung out and we had a cool episode, and
Yeah.
Vista tends to come with that vibe, so that's why it's natural. We can just call them again. I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
fun
it's
for
just-
us, you know.
Ah, shit.
It's kind of like just sparking like different conversations that just come. It just flows, right?
Yeah.
So like you guys are just kicking it. Like I said earlier, you guys are just like you three meeting up, kicking it, having a conversation. It's kind of like what me and him do too. You know, like when
Okay.
we record our parts where it's just like it's just us two. Like we just get into like we do tangents,
Weird
we go on
tangents.
side things. You know,
Yeah.
and that's just like that's what makes it even better. I feel like when it comes to like podcasting and
Yeah.
stuff. You know,
'Cause people get to know your personality.
exactly.
Nah, def.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that as well. Just in terms of with questions that are designated, I don't want to say it's like you can't divulge because we always have to do research. We'll always be watching videos together about artists' catalog or
Yeah.
like what they did, just scoping their page. At times, it's like I could get more from you in a 5-minute conversation if I just met you than me trying to dictate this whole conversation. You know, so
Right.
so at times it's like it's cool because we tend to like smoke with them at the beginning. We'll like just hang out, and sometimes it changes our whole direction of the whole episode. We,
It's true,
You know,
they
we
get high
thought
as
we
fuck.
came in with, you know, yeah, or like we thought we came in with like a direction, and it just turns out that they wanted to hang out,
Yeah.
and like they'll just start blabbing on the episode.
Start going.
Yeah, they do, bro. It's just cool.
Start going.
Yeah, because yours
We had this one guy that just kept going, and we're like, bro, we can cut the camera off.
Oh, yeah, we've had that before.
We've had people like that.
That show.
Just like, bro,
Lens was like,
like tell him.
You see Lens just start wrapping it up. Just
Skip to the last question. Like, all right, yeah.
Start grabbing the wire mics. Like, all right,
All right, thanks,
Lens like,
man.
yeah, I stopped 5 minutes ago.
Genuinely.
So it's been good times to you, but have you had any challenges along the way?
honestly, it's kind of hard. It is kind of hard being consistent. You know, we got a lot of shit going on. You know, we're family men. We're always doing some shit on the weekends.
Yeah,
And
life.
it's,
Yeah,
life, man. Life be getting at
facts,
you.
facts.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. I mean, other than the artists not showing up or like fucking just ghosting.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like a handful of people just entirely ghost. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And then to be a little bit transparent, it was like location because once we switched to our new spot, it was like our room was in an area that was like we had just conflictions, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just bands, you know, like
Oh yeah.
people know about the scene in Santa Ana, like
Yeah.
we're
Shit
trying
got
to be in
flooded.
studio spaces, like
Oh, I
you know.
got you. Yeah.
So it's like having to explain that to a guest, you just feel like embarrassed. Like I don't know how
Like
to
my
say
shit's
it.
not working.
Yeah, or,
Yeah.
like that's another thing, you know. Like if you're just there and like a chord doesn't work or something,
Yeah.
it's like wasting somebody's time, you know. When I'm trying to just genuinely reach out to like, yo,
Right.
like some people you don't even know where they're coming from, you know. We've had guests that traveled. What was the one guest that
Fucking
came last
6 hours.
6 hours?
Holy
you know?
shit.
From Santa
Yeah, he
Barbara
said,
came
like,
down on
yeah.
a Tuesday night.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
willing to just do an episode for an hour with us, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like it would have sucked if he came that night and then.
The shit didn't work.
Yeah, bro.
Or we were
Off
flooded,
some
you know?
way, you know, we're thinking
That would
we're
have been real
like,
fucking tragic, bro.
bro, we're thinking we're patented up or something like that, you know. So
Yeah.
just, I would say that's like little challenges we face is probably location change and just trying to expand in our own space, you know. And at times just realizing there's certain things that you have no control over.
It's true.
Like we could be prepared, everybody on time,
Yeah.
and the artist is an hour late. Like, am I like somebody has to go home? Like it's Tuesday. Like we still got work in the
Shit to
morning.
do,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like the episode's already at 9, and you're an hour late, bro. Like.
Yeah. The fuck.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you
like,
can't
come
just
on,
say,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and you can't really say anything. It's more or less because you know we want to give you guys your shine. So I would say that's probably the biggest challenge is understanding that certain things you have no control over.
Yeah.
Right.
What about the highlights so far? Favorite moment so far? each of you can have one favorite moment.
I think seeing Lens get tackled.
Lens get tackled?
Yeah, seeing Lens get tackled. Yeah, we have a skit. We have a skit put on our YouTube page and shit. But there's a deleted scene. Fucking Isaac never put up, and he gets tackled like. Yeah, this fool got scared.
Nah, so the skit was. He just said we had a skit, didn't even explain it.
Well, they gotta go look at it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
just say,
yeah, but these were like, what happened?
I saw there was a skit. So you guys write skits too for it, or was that like something you did? Was that a new thing that you did?
That was the new thing that we did, just to promote the brand, you know what I mean, and promote the merch that we just put out.
Oh, okay.
And we are about to get into that pretty soon, though. That's for sure. But my favorite part, probably when I got tattooed on the podcast.
Oh yeah, you got tattooed.
Yeah, I got tattooed on the podcast. That was a sick ass. Shout out to Shed Dreams.
Damn,
that was a fun episode.
Especially that being a long episode, you know.
Yeah.
So did you guys interview the artist while he was tattooing, or what?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh,
The whole
nice.
thing.
What?
He did this tattoo from start to finish on the podcast.
Whoa, that's an elaborate tattoo, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, Jose was getting tatted. I'm like, how do I extend this convo?
But George kept it.
No, it was
he kept
cool.
it going.
I'm saying, like, just from my perspective, like the episode was more like that was another challenge, you know. Just like we have a whole tattoo going on for, you know, like they can't just be watching us, just be sitting here watching you. You know? Exactly, bro. Just hear something like that. So I think even like the showcase of his talent, like live, and like other artists coming on doing live stuff.
Yeah.
Did it hurt, bro? Though, real quick, going back. It was worth the 3 hours.
Yeah, it was worth it. I was in there.
What about you? What's your favorite moment?
Doing media.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't think I would like it.
Yeah.
Going to shows and like talking to artists.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's like raw excitement from them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when they come in the episode, they're kind of like rehearsed or like ready to answer a certain amount of things. But right after they perform, they're like in a space where they got genuine love. So
They're like on a high.
yeah, it's like
hyped.
an ultimate high, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like at times it's like, okay, this is kind of like. This is cool to like showcase this because it's like somebody excited about their talent, like they're you know like
The genuine happiness. From
so
hard work paying off.
And I say that because if you ask that, I'm not a fan of just being at a place for like there's just like these are local underground shows, you know, just like I'm there for like 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, but then like I look at the content created from it, you know, like what we did is specifically just even like the way they're excited to even be interviewed or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest eye, especially because
Like Season
we have
Fest. Season Fest is fun.
like Season Fest. Like we have other stuff in the work trying to work with for the fans or just trying to reach out to get on these bigger platforms.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. Is like I don't think I would have been excited to do that
Yeah.
if I didn't see these artists just be excited about their own talent. You
You
know,
know what I'm saying? I've been doing that for a minute, and I have gotten to the point where I was a little bit burnt out. But now that you're putting it in that perspective, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, dude, I'm interviewing somebody that just had like a really great moment. Like,
yeah.
I got to match that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I was dull like 3 seconds before you performed.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with you. It's just like there's downtime between the artists switch
for
up.
sure.
yeah.
I was just kicking it, and now I got to get into work mode. Like it'd be dumb to say that I'm not there working, like or
Yeah,
like I'm
that's
not
true.
trying to. Like we were just hanging out, we were just eating food, bro. I just had 2 tacos right now. I gotta be ready to just interview. You know,
On the
something like-
spot.
yeah, just like, but like as I said, to see them in their element, it's more or less like, damn, they get excited to see our like level of professional because Lens comes with the camera, we
Right.
come with mics, we come
With
with a
live-
level.
yeah,
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 just
yeah.
like I feel like we're like we're giving them a level of like you know we just respect you as well.
I feel you.
Like, you know, it'd
Yeah,
be dumb
it's
to
true.
just act like your talent is like you're just doing this here for nothing.
just for-
or just
yeah.
like a couple claps.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's like a little bit of documentation, it may go a long way to you because you may show your friends forever. That's how I feel like some of these people approach it.
Nah, for sure, dude. Yeah, because like even then, like, kind of like, the way I listen, like listening, the way you're listening or the way you're explaining it to us is like, I see it's like if you see talent and you like it and you want to support it, you know, whatever catches your ear, it's like you do want to like make sure people get heard, you know. And I think that kind of helps with pushing music just in general, like with artists and shit out here in Orange County. Doesn't necessarily have to be in Orange County, but like I feel like, you know, people say, oh, Orange County people need to be more united and stuff. Well, that's kind of like, you know, you're going out there connecting, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like you're working, like you're saying, even though like you say there's downtime, you might not feel it, but once you hear someone come out, you're like, oh shit, dude, your shit's dope. Like, what up? Like, what's your name? Yo, come on to my podcast. Like, you know, and then you start linking people in through the city, and that's
literally,
that's tight, dude. No, that's really cool.
And it's funny because at our last show at the Season Fest, Jose mentioned it. We had our merch set up, and at times we're just doing media. You know, we have Josh Jose and this girl. You know, like she's there set up with our merch. That's already another outlet for somebody to reach us when we're not even around. You know,
yeah.
And it's just like even seeing the logo. Shout out to Frankie's wife. She do the logo, everything, you know?
Nice.
But just somebody noticing a logo while we're doing our work, it has to do with, like, they respect what this brand stands for.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, like, when I was telling you, bro, like, your setup, it's like somebody respects what your brand stands for. It has nothing to do with anything you did. If you did you could do anything. It just has to do with what you stand for. And I feel like our approach when we do media, I didn't think our level of professionalism would allow me to be this excited to do it again.
Yeah.
If I was just there with my phone recording, you know, like
It's true.
You know?
Yeah, I feel you. And when you release it, like you said, it's like, oh shit, I just released something dope, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So speaking of artists, who are some people that you like in the Orange County music scene? I mean, you featured so many of them, but who are some of the people that you're really vibing to right now?
I would have to do Doughboy Tony right now.
Yeah, he's good.
Putting out some more bangers too.
Down, man.
And his visuals are fucking nice.
Yeah.
And he's somebody that once he started, he never stopped, dude. That
Exactly.
consistency.
Grinding,
with the freestyles and shit. Every now and then, I'm like, damn, another one.
Yeah.
Doughboy Tony.
He was doing justice to some of these OGs joints too.
Bro.
Shout out to
He be doing
Doughboy
justice.
Tony. I was like, hey, you want to do a song on the show? And he's like, oh no, it's all good. And then I see him recording in the parking lot. I was like, you could have done it in here.
He's just going off. We're like, hey, but shout out to Doughboy Tony. He's still killing
This is a
it.
funny story. Shout out to the homie.
That's cool though. That's cool.
He would have done that anyway. He was a little shy, but you know, he still kills it.
Love, bro. That's cool because you see, he just loves rap. You know,
And then peaced out right after.
Shouts to him, bro. That's fucking cool.
Anybody else you see coming up?
It'd be cliche to say it, but Vista just came on, you know. But it's cool when artists come on because we get recent stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So he gave us snippets. And I gotta just give shout out to his last body of work, you know? It'd be clear, like, I tell them, but to me, it's just really that good. Like, Vista shit's really good, you know?
And then him with Mellow thing.
Yeah, bro. Like, the whole tape was just like a...
Classic. What's it called? Classics? What?
Is it Legend So Classic?
Legend So Classic.
Yeah.
No, he was spinning some bars. Our boy was spinning some bars. I was like,
exactly. And just to feed off of Jose saying Doughboy Tony, I think I always fall back to people that are just lyricists.
Yeah.
And maybe that's like, I know it's biased and that's what I like. So that's what, like, maybe that's the first thing that would always come to my head, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of thinking of a singer that's just going off, like, although we've had a bunch of people on, I'll just go back to the most rap shit I heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta say, and Vista shit was popping. Not gonna lie. Ooh, and then shout out to my boy Low Gotti. I'm sorry, it just came up right now. Low Gotti and Chase because they do videos.
Okay.
I'm looking into artists that do a lot of dope videos and video ideas. You know,
That's true.
so that's like another thing that came to my head. If it's not lyricism, I'll gravitate towards somebody that has dope videos.
Yeah. Visuals are always important.
Yeah, so. That's my boy. Yeah,
Nice.
Chase and Low, they're really doing video ideas and shit.
Frankie, do you have any artists?
Yeah, I was gonna say Travis Chase and Viliami.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're the homies too.
Shout out to Travis Chase.
Yeah, they're all great people, man.
Yeah.
So for the Juice podcast, what is coming up in the future? What are you guys planning? Or what do you have goals for the future?
well, in March, we got 3-on-3 basketball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to host a game out in Brenner Park in Buena Park, California.
Oh,
You gotta
shit.
say
I
where
want
it
to go to
stems
that.
from. Because our last event.
We had a turkey bowl.
Yeah, Turkey Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played football at the park, same park.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had 2 games.
And just like the turnout made it seem like, okay, people are willing to.
Come out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
besides listen to us. Because it's a podcast.
And
like,
then we
we're
asked
not-
everybody to come out early, bro.
Yeah,
It's not like we asked you guys
It was
to come
like
out
7, 8 in the
yeah.
morning, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
8
like-
o'clock game, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like I said, because people are not just listening to us, they want to be involved with what we got going on. So besides just the other event, I gotta say shows. We're gonna be doing more shows.
Yeah, we got a lot of shows coming up.
Yeah, because we had our own showcase for our first brand drop, and then also do media for future shows.
Nice. Well, if you want them to do media, you can hit them up at The Juice Podcast 714. That's the Instagram. Before we let you guys go, we have a segment called Dope or Nope. I'm just going to throw out a topic, and you can tell me, you can all answer at the same time. You just got to explain why you think it's dope or nope. We got 3 things here. First, we're going to start with magic mushrooms, dope or nope?
Dope.
Ooh, dope.
Yeah. You had some good trips?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Some
just
life
to
changers.
even hear other people's experiences,
Yeah.
I think that's what dilutes other people's perspective on, like, oh, this shit being so crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you hear other people's experiences, it'll make you try things. That's the same way with food or anything else. Like, you just gotta hear somebody else's experience,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Like,
dope, bro.
it has nothing to do with. So, yeah, I'll put it in that aspect for sure.
Nice. What about dive bars? Dope or nope?
Nope.
No.
Mm.
And I'm like right in the middle. But I'm about
You
to say
said dive
dope.
bars?
Some of them are cool.
Some of them are cool.
I think
man.
they're really dope, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because they got locals.
I'd rather go to a dive bar than downtown Fullerton.
Yeah.
It's good to know we're on the same page on that one.
We are, for real.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
locals will
Like-
just allow you to like talk to them. You know, you don't have to pull up with an agenda. It's like,
It's true.
yeah, why do you even come here every time? And now you just know the guy forever. You know. That's it.
All right. And the last dope or nope, going to the club.
Nope.
So that's considered DTF basically.
Yeah. No.
I do personally because I like dressing up. I ain't gonna lie. I like getting fresh. I'll go out. But
I'm
also to
mad
hear
at it.
recent music, bro. Like I love hearing
He
hits.
said,
Like
you can't get
just-
fresh at a dive
All
bar.
of shit.
That's true. That's true.
You just ain't gonna get recognized.
Yeah, I'm about to
for
say
it.
you gonna look funky, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, everybody's like,
Try to
bro,
rob
dude.
you.
Yeah.
But
that's
yeah,
how
now
much
the club I
got.
go to just cause you hear people like actually going there to have a good time. Sometimes at dive bar just like designated kick it, you know? It's like a kickback to a party.
Yeah.
Like some people don't like parties, but I've always loved parties because you see people dancing and just there for, you know?
Have a good time.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was a fun segment.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having us, bro.
Yeah.
Juice.
Make sure to check them out on YouTube. All the links are at The Juice Podcast 714 on Instagram. And yeah, we look forward to doing more stuff with you guys. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course, guys.
Thank you, man.
Back to
Anytime,
the music
anytime.
with Mondo. We'll be back with more on The Rodriguez Show.
Yes, sir.